The Monsters Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Monsters Playbook, a real play Monster of the Week podcast that now has fan theories, y'all. I see you guys. I hear you talking about what might be happening behind the scenes, and I cannot wait to tell you which of you is right and which of you is wrong and which of you had better ideas than me. This week on the cover story, a mysterious crew of agents are pursuing Mark, Anna, Theo, Casey, and company around Chicago. Meanwhile, inside their ersatz prison, Kira and Tommy uncover an odd group of misfits who might hold the key to escape, or they might just hold even more dangers.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira and Anna Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
I'm Johnny, and I play literally everybody else, so here we go. So, when last we spoke, Kira and Tommy remained trapped in Cross's safe house. The rest of you were unable to really locate or contact them in any meaningful way. The last thing I left you with was one possible way of getting in there and de-enchanting it would be to contact the brothers Vitalis.
Yeah. Clarifying question. Do we know where they are? I mean, I guess... Could we kind of infer that they're at Crosses? Because that's where...
Oh, Kira and Tommy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's you can for sure infer that.
Okay. And I guess I'm just curious, can Theo locate them via the bracelets?
Roll plus weird.
10.
Yes.
I'm assuming Gia right now is driving to Crosses.
Who are we starting with?
We're going to start with Cosmo. Team Cosmo.
I just think that it might not be a good idea to send all of us in.
Do you have some other idea?
I mean, I'd hate to split us up further, but I mean, it might be better to section off the valuable people with those who could protect them, like...
Valuable people?
Well, I'm assuming that Cross doesn't want anything to do with me. All I can do is, like, shoot guns. Whereas Mark has flaming eyes... can apparently teleport now. Valuable as in, like, they have magical abilities that he could take from them. I'm only pretty much assuming that myself and my team, with the little bit of an exception of Diego, are not so special in magical ways. So if, I don't know, Mark and Anna or Anna and Theo want to go in, but... just so that we don't hand him all of the pieces at once.
Maybe a better idea is to try to draw him out.
Yeah.
Draw his focus elsewhere.
I agree with that.
It's a fair point.
I mean, do we even know that that's where he is?
Does Theo know that that's where they are? Based on the...
I'm talking about Cross. Do we know that he's there? He could be somewhere else completely.
Yeah, he could be tracking us right now. Or at least attempting to.
Mark, can't you do something? Figure out what he's doing?
Well, I can try. Mark's gonna tune in.
Okay.
10.
Okay, you can ask your 3 questions.
Where is he?
Boy, that's a good question.
Where is Cross?
He's at the Chicago branch of the Ears offices.
What is he planning to do right now?
Scrub any record of Kira.
What is he afraid of?
It's kind of a big question. He's got a thing with trains. But what you mean is, who does he view as the biggest threat? Probably Casey.
Okay, so I think he's at the Chicago branch of the Ears offices. Looks like he's trying to scrub a record of Kira, and he's afraid of Casey.
I mean, who isn't? No, that's good information, Mark. Theo, you know the Vitalis, right? I know a little bit of them. They could be a good asset in getting Kira and Tommy and Jacob out.
Aren't they the ones that did the poison that knocked her out in the first place?
They're the ones that sell the stuff. Who was it that like knew or found out that it wasn't actually them who like shot and hurt Kira?
Anna's not saying that they're the one that shot her.
Yeah.
She's saying they're the ones that made the poison.
Yeah.
We really think we can trust them?
Probably not. I mean, when we were at Crosses before, I noticed that his like walls, his safe house was magically infused, like some sort of protection. A little bit like Casey's safe house. I mean, if he's not at the safe house, can we just get Kira?
I mean, if we can keep him occupied elsewhere while we try to get Kira out, that might be a good idea. Have a distraction, a diversion.
Speaking of which, Kira, of all the people and otherwise in the cages, easily the most talkative and active one is Yuna. What you've done is sort of like shut off the magic barriers and sort of unlock the doors, because these are more traditional cells in here. So she's pushed open the door, and I think pushed past you and has gone into the safe house and is kind of gently tearing it apart, I'd say.
Okay.
Looking for something.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you looking for?
I gotta find my bat.
What? It's just a normal bat? What does your bat do?
I don't care who you are or why you don't know anything, but I'm gonna find my bat and I'm gonna get us the fuck out of here.
Well, what does it look like? Can I help?
I think a deep, old, patient voice behind you says, "You can try. She won't accept it."
Who says that?
You look behind you and there's like I think I had actually described this one. It's the old frog man.
Okay.
She's proud, but without her bat, quite powerless.
Well, let's see if we can't find it then. Okay. I want to help her look around and see if I can find this. Whatever she's looking for.
Why don't you roll help out?
Yeah, what does this look like? Blah, blah, blah. 7? But did she get the +2? I don't know if that really matters. But
well, so you do help, but that mixed success puts you in danger.
Uh-huh.
So you're looking, and two things. One, you do find a sort of like 5-inch by 5-inch by like maybe 3.5 foot glass box with metal edges that seems to be like illuminated from each of the corners. And then inside, almost on a rack, is honestly a pretty beat up looking dark wood baseball bat that has like a dragon design painted into near the top. And I think you find it.
Is this it?
No sooner does she look up, though, that coming from the cells, there's like a clattering of metal on metal, just like a rumbly. It's not stopping.
Coming from the cells?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
You want to like walk back over and take a look?
Yes.
The bucket of water has started to like shake pretty clattery and pretty violently.
Hey, you, I point to the frog guy. What's your name?
I'm Verdigris.
Great, Verdigris. Do you happen to know what that bucket thing is by any chance?
It's been here since I was brought in.
Did you ever see it do acting like this before?
Have I ever seen a bucket of water dance?
I mean, yes, essentially.
Not like this.
Okay. So you said the bat was like locked up in a case or something?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to like open it? Can I break through it?
Roll investigate a mystery.
10.
Okay. So you're pretty sure the glass could be broken. It would be incredibly hard. That would be another roll. But there is sort of, when you tap it in a certain way, one of the almost laser projected panel appears on one side, and it has just like the 9-key code entry that you'd think would release it if you could figure out what the numbers are.
Oh boy. Well, I'm nervous that, what the fuck is that? Can I like read a bad situation? What the hell that deal is going on with that bucket?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's a 6.
I can tell you the water at the top of the bucket is beginning to foam.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool.
Status report on everybody else, by the way. The dog is still in its cell and is actually cowered into one of the corners.
Mm-hmm.
The circle above its head is kind of flickering brighter and then going off a little bit and like splitting. And then the muttering guy the guy who's dressed like a 1940s hipster is pressed up against and reaching through his bars towards the tape recorder that's in one of the other cells.
And what's the deal with the tape recorder, Verdigris? Any chance you might know what that is?
You don't want to play it.
Hey, what are you doing? I want to try to stop this guy from grabbing the tape recorder.
Roll act under pressure.
Yeah.
Please miss.
7. Or not 7, 10.
Oh wait, that's not a 2, it's a 5.
I rolled 7, but I have a +3. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So how do you want to stop him from doing that?
Like if he's like lunging for it, like I'm just gonna try to.
He remains in his cell.
Okay.
And he's just like reaching in and,
through the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go up and snatch it up, like run into the cell and grab it.
Okay.
And then kind of look at the guy. Jazz, was it?
He's just mindlessly reaching for it.
Uh-huh. What do you want with this?
I want you to roll plus sharp real quick.
9.
So 2 pieces of information that I want to give you, and then I want to jump back to the car. The first is that Verdigris says, I heard Cross say that was the rest of him.
The tape recorder?
And then the tape, you can like see through the glass panel of the tape, like in a scribbly, imprecise young hand has been written, "The devil you know."
Anyway, before we hop back, I kind of want Kira to say like to Tommy, I think she's gonna hand Tommy the tape recorder and be like, don't let anybody else get this. Keep an eye on these guys. And then Kira's gonna go over and she's gonna try to punch through this panel and break it.
To get the bat?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
And maybe like if she can like shadow punch, like to get some extra force behind it. I don't know.
We'll deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
That does seem like a perfect TV show. Meanwhile, so it's time to decide who's going where.
I think Anna has a point that maybe the Hotales can't be trusted because Nessos family doesn't really like them. And I can see them turning around and backstabbing us. I mean, I think that it makes sense that maybe they were the ones that had laid and cast the runes at Cross's place. But I should be able to disable them if they become an issue. How about this? Mark says that I am a threat to Cross. We could drop you guys off at Cross's. Talk and I might be able to try and disable any security that is there before heading to the Ears office. My team can drop me off at the Ears office and then swing back to get you guys. I can kind of distract Cross, maybe.
Are you sure it's safe for you to go to Ears right now?
Why wouldn't it be?
If Cross has his sights set on Kira, let's just say that he doesn't betray you too.
I mean, it'd be kind of gutsy to betray me at the whole headquarters of Ears. I mean,
he is scrubbing the records. He's doing, I don't know. It's risky.
I think Anna puts her face in her hands. Sorry, I don't mean to keep shooting things down. It's just that this is Kira. We can't mess this up.
Let's just do maybe one step. Let's get to Cross's, talk and I can see about a security situation and figure out the next move there.
Sure. Question, Johnny. The thing that Anna had done last session where she kind of made it seem like they were in a different location, that worked, right? I can't remember exactly what happened after that. She had used one of her abjuration effects to basically create a red herring to make it seem like they were elsewhere.
Yes, and then and you sort of stitch that into a hunk of wood or a hunk of metal that made Cosmo crap out.
Yep.
And then you tossed it into the bed of a passing truck. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess let's head there. If we're gonna go there, we should make sure that we can't be tracked, that we're not being followed. Got that one thing set up, but I don't know. Cross could have other means of knowing where we are.
Well, I know Talk and I can take out any technology security once we get to crosses, is there anything that one of the three of you can do to, I don't know, cloak us, make us disappear, make us invisible?
Well, that's kind of what Anna had already done, was to make it seem like their magical trace was somewhere else. But she could do something else, maybe.
And we don't have anything sympathetic, like a token or anything of his.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, real quick. How does Boss from Beyond work exactly?
So how that will work, if you want to, we can do it right now. Depending on how you roll, your superior will tell you to do something. And also, you get to ask a question of them.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be pretty much anything. You just
Something that they might know.
okay. That's my question. It was just, what's the incentive for us to use this? So this makes sense.
You kind of don't have any choice.
Question: is there anything we could use with do with this? And I think Anna hands Talk the helmet that she has.
Yeah.
Could this be helpful?
So yeah, Talk's gonna take a look at it, and they'll look up at you with a sort of conspiratorial excitement and be like, I think it's still connected.
Oh shit! What does that mean? Can we listen in?
For a start.
What else does it mean? Give me the deets.
I mean, with some time, I could tell you where anyone else on this channel is. I could, if I do things right, I could take down the network. If I can shift some energy around, I could.
Can fuck their shit up is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. let's see if we can see what they've got going on.
So what do you want them to try? Because anything is going to take quite a bit of futzing.
What do you guys think? Listen in first to see what their movements maybe are at the moment.
I was gonna say, yeah. Let's
See, that's
milk it.
Step one.
Because, if we try and shut them down, that's going to raise a red flag.
Yeah.
Would it be possible that while Talk is doing this, that Casey could call Jesse?
Sure.
I don't know which one you want to resolve first.
Well, Talk's work is going to take literal time.
Okay. Yeah. Casey wants to call Jesse as we're on our way to crosses. And just to clarify, make sure we're on the same page, you have 3 points against me, right?
Oh, I know.
Okay. No, just confirming.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's anything else that you guys wanted to do?
Honestly, I think I want Anna to double check that they're not that Cross didn't put some sort of fucking bug on us during the time that he was with us. Make sure we're not being tracked other than magical means.
I know Casey checked her van at one point, I think.
When did you check?
It was either when we got off the airplane or it was after lunch. But yeah, I mean, you should totally do it.
Yeah, she wants to check.
How do you want to do that?
I think she might ask you for Diego's help. Diego would probably know what to look for.
Hopefully he's been paying attention during training.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I want to ask for Diego's help, and I think I want her to... Honestly, I think she'd probably use some of her abjuration abilities that she has to sort of ward the van, making sure that there's nothing that would disrupt that,
Okay. Why don't you roll plus weird?
Do you want me to roll plus help out for Diego?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Way to go, Anna. It's a 12 for Anna.
Nice.
9 for Diego.
I think it's just like one of those so are you going to do okay. Just go. And Diego is there and helping, but 100% in your way.
Sure. Oh, you're going to check there? Oh, you already did. Okay.
Diego, you are once again standing precisely where I need to be.
Could you move? Thanks.
Yeah, I think a combination of the abjuration that you used initially with and from your phone, plus the fact that it was on a piece of metal from the van. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are able to tell with 100% certainty that if they are tracking you, they are not able to track you. There would likely have been some kind of tracking hacks put on Cosmo itself, but you've beaten that.
If Talk needs any help, if Anna would not be in the way, she will offer her help.
Okay. That will happen. Mark, Casey, Theo, what are you doing?
Casey's calling Jesse. Theo is trying not to think about the eye.
I think Mark is just kind of hanging out.
Okay. Casey, roll plus charm
Against my brother?
to see when and whether he'll answer.
11.
All right. All right. You call, he'll answer. You can tell on the other line that there's just like office noises. Bunch of people talking on the phone. Copy machines. Copying coffees. Earl Grey hot.
Hey, can you talk somewhere private and secure?
What's this about?
Even as you're preparing to answer, you can hear the like office noises sort of recede into the background, and then a door shuts.
I'm still in Chicago, but things have gone south. The drums showed up, and Kira's been taken along with Tommy and Jacob, and Cross is in on it. Cross is the one who took them. I'm curious, how well do you know the Chicago office?
Kinda well. What are you thinking?
Well, I originally had an idea about sending everybody in to get Kira and Tommy and Jacob out of Cross's safe house, and then I head to the Chicago office. But Anna expressed some concerns about me going there alone, and I'm wondering if you think that with the Chicago office turning against me, I mean, I know that we're fighting an enemy within us, but Cross seems most nervous of me. Figure that I could postpone him from maybe getting to Kira. I can hold my own in a lot of situations, but...
You can say that again. The Chicago office is one of the older offices, so for you that's going to mean a couple of things. First, judging by the way the drum seems to have infiltrated ears, or expanded, Cross is going to find himself at a huge disadvantage. Right now, his biggest advantage, and the drum's biggest asset, is their secrecy. Whatever he's doing, for it to be worth risking that, is very interesting. He couldn't let the fact that he's affiliated with the drum come out. That would be why you're his biggest threat.
Well, we know that he's at the Chicago office right now. He's trying to erase Kira's file. Trying to erase anything about her. But being that I'm the one that brought her on, it'd be kind of hard to, go against the one that brought her on the team.
It's a bold play.
You said bold, not smart. I don't know, I'm trying to play this safer and smarter. I mean, I would rather go guns blazing into Cross's safe house, but trying to be a little bit more low-key so we can all get out of here in one piece.
You want a safe play with the drum? Join up. This isn't gonna be... There's no cheat codes here, Casey. I get what you're trying to do, but smart won't save your friends this time.
Has there been anything that you've found in your research about the drum? I mean, would they even believe me or you if we wanted to join up? I know we talked about Torres faking it, but I trust her as far as I could throw her at this point.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Not that long ago, you were questioning my alliances with Kira and Mark.
I'm your brother. Sounds like me, too.
I think what he can tell you is that it seems to be kind of usually invite only. But if you know somebody, another bold move might be to pop up and request an invite.
What better way to prove that you belong with them than by proving that you're better at looking than they are at hiding?
Listen, if you don't hear from me in 2 hours, you know what to do.
I do. Be bold, Casey.
Bye, Jesse.
Kira, Roll kick some ass with weird.
That's double sixes. 15.
So yeah, this thing goes boom.
Okay.
Like just whoop, and then like metal and glass and light goes flying in all directions.
I grab the bat. Sense anything weird when I grab it?
Roll plus weird.
13.
You sense a lot of weird things about it.
What do I sense?
It isn't made of wood. It's alive, or it used to be, and it might be again.
Okay.
And it misses Yuna.
Yeah, I will grab the bat, go find Yuna. This what you're looking for?
She snatches it out of your hand.
What's this bat do, Yuna?
Beats the shit out of stuff.
How come I can like sense that there's like life in it?
That's a good question. How come you can sense that? She like holds the bat back protectively, defensively.
I love her.
I love how a character will happen. They'll say two things and you'll be like, protect,
Yeah.
or don't like it.
Yeah, fuck this person.
I don't know. I do weird shit too. Why don't you tell me what you can do, Yuna? Maybe we can help each other.
Why don't I show you? And she's going to rear back with the bat and run towards the slab covering the door. And like, you can see almost a trail behind the bat that's just like, it's lit up. And then it goes and strikes the slab and nothing happens.
Oh shit. What was I missing something here?
She looks at the bat, goes, what the fuck? You don't tell me how to talk. Tommy goes, Kira?
Yeah?
Things aren't great with this bucket in here.
Oh shit, what's going on with the bucket?
You see like a foamy green hand reach out and slam on the ground. And first it just starts to like drag the bucket closer to the cell door.
Is there something I could trap this thing in?
I mean, there's that bucket. What are you thinking?
I don't even know, like lead, like foot locker, or like something heavy that I could put over it.
Roll me in a bad situation.
10.
Okay.
Is the bucket like alone in this cage, or is there someone else in here?
The bucket's been all alone in this particular cell. Each of the things, the dog, the young woman, the hipster, the bucket, the tape recorder, and the frogman. So I would make it be a series of rolls.
Okay.
But you could fire back up the cells. That seemed to keep it shut.
Could I? Does this, like, whatever this fucking bucket thing is, does it sound... Have you ever seen anything like this? Could I roll Dark Past?
Sure.
10.
Ask you questions. You've never seen the bucket before.
But something of its kind? What did I learn?
The way the arm that's coming out of the bucket looks, there was a thing that you had seen. It was a kind of a blob monster.
Okay.
Like, did you ever face like a gelatinous cube in D&D?
I know.
Kind of like that. Like it's like a blob monster.
Okay.
The thing that you had called it was a wretch, R-E-T-C-H, or the thing that Donovan had called it. It's a wretch.
Okay.
What did you learn about it is the question.
Yeah, it's when I dealt with this creature, one of its kind, what did I learn?
It's almost completely impervious to physical attacks.
Is it, like, inherently, like, good, bad, evil, or, like, does it just kind of exist?
I think the spectrum of its intelligence goes roughly up to, like, runs the same vague gamut as, like, a troll. Where, like, they can learn language and but can kind of have the maturity of, like, a 5-year-old.
Okay.
That's, like, the peak. And the valley's, like, eat, sleep, and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Second question, what black magic do I know that could help here?
Well, what black magic do you know?
So I sort of imagine that, like on top of, just with her base powers that she has, but I also imagine she did learn some things when like Donovan, like when she was in the cult. Yeah.
So here's what I think. I think the time that you encountered a wretch before, it was you and Donovan and another master protege pair.
Okay.
And it actually wound up being that mentor's last mission, because what he did, there is at the center of this thing like a core that kind of floats around you, generally in the chest area, but the actual matter of the thing is caustic like acid. So what he wound up doing is turning his arm to stone,
Okay.
then reaching in and crushing the core, and then he had a stone arm and he couldn't work anymore. So that like transmogrification magic would get it, but if it touches your skin, it's gonna hurt.
Okay. Could Kira create like a blood like casing over her hand?
With
reach into this?
assistance
From
a certain city.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yep. That might work.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna see if they'll help.
So, okay. Then the first thing that's going to happen is the hand is going to like swing its arm up and slam the bucket into the cell door, flinging it into the room. So the bucket just like skids and leads just a trail of slime leading to this like shoulder and arm and hand. And then it all kind of begins to like pool and collect. And you want to entreat the city of blood. What do you want to say to it?
I could use your help with something.
Unusual.
This wretch, I want to stop it. And I can't exactly put my hand in there without getting hurt. But I'm thinking maybe you could help me out and cover my hands with blood?
Unhurt.
Well, someone will be getting hurt.
Skin regrows.
Yeah.
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay. Hang on a sec. I'm trying to remember. What was the last roll that I did before this? Was it the
Dark past?
Dark Past? Was the Dark Past roll? Okay.
Why are you asking that question?
Because I rolled really bad.
Oh,
And because I have a move that if I roll if I successfully use magic, I can add +1 forward, but doesn't matter because I didn't. I'm debating on if I want to use a luck point or not. Yeah, I rolled a 6.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Fight your fight. And if I yet deem you worthy, I will tend your wounds. Connection severed.
So he's basically saying you can put your arm in there, and then if you do it, then
No.
he might fix my hand.
I don't like those odds.
Yeah, well put. Yep. Meanwhile, back at Cosmo, sounds like Casey wants to go to the ears office. Does she want to bring a buddy or a team, perhaps?
I mean, because we only have one car, we'd have to drop off Anna, Mark, and Theo. And then I was thinking the team would drop me off and swing back to you guys.
I think Anna crosses her arms and is like, what, so you're going by yourself?
Listen.
The savior complex is a little outdated.
Ooh. Can Mark?
Probably.
I don't know if I want to pull a Mark right now, though.
You gotta tell me what that means.
What does that mean?
He hears you guys fighting over this, like, because Cross is at the office, correct?
Yeah.
I think before Mark does anything, are we trying to kill Cross right now?
Me? No.
Eventually.
No.
I mean, no, I'm not. I'm planning on going to the office to buy you guys more time in getting out, not to go there to kill him. I mean, I wasn't going to let him in, or at least try not to let him in, that I know what's going on. I mean, I got a debrief before I go back to Minnesota, so...
Can I... This is going to be No. Nah, fuck. Mark wants to use his newfound power to go to there. I mean, can I pop up behind Cross and grab him and bring him to us?
I mean, shit, technically. That's escalating things very quickly, though.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of what we're trying to do, but...
I don't know if I can do it. It's going to probably take like 4 or 5 rolls, but...
It'll take 2.
Let me get him for you.
No.
Mark's new...
I'm assuming you say that and you just poof away.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know, we still need to work on fucking consent with him.
Yeah, I jump to there and I'm going to...
Just like a whoosh of cloud just kind of appears from behind him and sort of folds in over him, and then he's gone. Mark, roll act under pressure.
9.
Okay.
So my initial thought was to use my sword coming up behind him like that, but no, I'm gonna try and grab him.
Inside of an ear's office.
Yeah, you were literally dropping into the horse.
You're literally going to a place where magic and weird is really not that acceptable. But hey.
So you pop up behind Cross. Walking with him is a casually dressed young woman that you don't recognize, who sees you and shouts, "Sir!" just in time for you to grab him and poof away. Roll plus weird.
Oh, well.
No, you don't have to.
10.
Okay.
10.
Hey, guys.
And I just like poof.
Here's the good news.
You guys go to the
Mark's
same place? Shit. So did he just reappears with Cross?
Yep.
Casey's just be like, Diego, deck him.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like Anna immediately wants to like punch this guy.
Somebody roll kick some ass.
Hold on, do they have to like avoid each other so they aren't like...
Maybe.
Okay, so that is 12 advanced move for Anna to kick some ass.
Pick your advantage.
I think...
I would allow with a 12.
Uh-huh.
I would allow you to render him unconscious.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
I was gonna say, because I think she would double the harm. So, knock him out, sucker punch him.
He's probably so confused.
So you guys got Cross.
Mark, what the fuck?
What?
What the fuck? This is exactly what we didn't want. We didn't want him in the same place as us. We wanted to get our friends out. Now what are we gonna do with him?
You got any fucking restraints?
Yeah, I do. Lift up that panel.
Looks in, starts to find see if there's restraints.
Look, I figured we just needed to get a hold of him so we could figure out what the shit is going on, because I saw some crazy shit.
Yeah, are we there yet? How far is it?
Not far, boss. This might complicate things, though. Talk. I've got something.
What's that?
Good news, I hope.
Kind of. I figured out, well, this network on this helmet has 5 people on it. I can tell you where almost all of them are. But if I can tell you where he is...
They know where we are?
Probably so can they.
Okay, great. Can we do anything to cloak him from them? Or can we...
Do we need to put him somewhere else?
Mark.
I could move him somewhere else.
Mark.
Can we just... We're just putting him in a different location then. That doesn't do anything.
Well, it gets it away from us.
Question. One of the magical effects is to bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. Or there's the trap a specific person. Would Theo be able to use magic to, like, hide Cross? And now that since he's unconscious, could she cut a little bit of his hair and use a sympathetic token on top of that?
Well, hang on. Are they tracking him then through like some sort of the network? Like it's like a thing?
Device.
I think Anna's looking for that device.
Roll plus sharp.
Yeah. Great. It's for your sister. 8.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you found it. Yeah, he had like a collar pin that was like way too thick to just be a pin. Definitely some kind of a microphone tracker situation. You pop it off.
She like picks it up, hands it to Talk, and is like, anything this can make you shut this off? Is this it?
Is this it? Is this it?
Is this it? Is this
They'll
it?
snatch it and be like, turning it off is a bad idea. Let me do something.
Okay.
Fix it, fix it, fix it.
Casey, will you roll act under pressure on Talk's behalf?
11.
Okay. This is very funny, very silly. So Talk is going to hold up a finger to all of you, indicating that you should be quiet. They'll like yank out a bunch of circuitry from the helmet, mess about with some things, pull out something from their own vest that looks kind of like sort of the size of a portable hard drive. They'll like snap open and there's all these wires in there and they just are like connecting things really, really quickly. They take a part from the camera in the helmet and a part from the pin and hold it like an old-time telephone. And then you can hear them talk, and then you can hear two voices layered on top of each other. It's Talk's voice and it's Cross's voice. And Talk says very quickly and frantically, stand down. I know this looks bad, but I've happened upon a really interesting opportunity. Casey, will you roll manipulate someone on Talk's behalf?
God damn it. Clarification. So, like, when I roll manipulate someone, I use, I think, sharp or cool. Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to do manipulate someone for Talk?
I want you to roll it with your stats. Send me to game jail.
11 again.
There's a very young female voice on the other end that you can kind of hear buzzing through the one piece.
What kind of opportunity? Is this about that?
And Talk looks from person to person throughout the van to be like, do you know what? Yes.
Good job.
Well,
Just stand by for my next directions.
stand by for my next directions.
We'll get a better line read next time.
We'll get it.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Then they like take it and just like disconnect a couple of the wires and go.
Well, that was handled well.
Good job.
Talk slaps you on the shoulder.
Ow! What was that for?
You're lucky I'm amazing. Sorry I hit you.
The whole thing could have been avoided if you didn't bring him here.
But we have him, and we're not in trouble.
I mean, we came really close. Like, if Talk wasn't here, if they hadn't done what they did, Cross's whole team would be ascending on us now. But we've got to focus on getting Kira and Tommy and Jacob. So let's do that, and I'll clean up this Cross mess.
Anna holds back from saying something.
Not that. I'm gonna stay here in the car with the rest of my team in case he wakes up.
What are you planning on doing?
Talking to him.
Okay.
That's all I'm literally doing. I'm just talking to him.
Okay. Great.
What? Do you got something else on your mind, Anna?
Yeah, my sister. I'm a little...
Mad? Angry? Furious? I get it.
The only person who gives a shit about me is gonna be fucking killed if we don't do something about this, and this guy is the reason why. I don't know why I haven't fucking blown off his head already.
Because you're smart like Kira, and you know that we can get information from him.
I'm an idiot. Have you been paying attention? Are we almost there?
Yeah.
We're here, boss.
Great. Anna's gonna get out of the van.
Mark is gonna go up to Anna, and he's gonna use Soothe.
Okay.
Hey, are you okay? Are you gonna be okay?
Mark's voice sounds oddly welcome.
Look, we've got the upper hand right now. Like, we've got him where we need him. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be fine. I don't like feeling useless. So.
You're not useless. You're part of this team. We need you.
Thanks. I'm gonna see if I can get her out of here.
All right.
And Anna's gonna kind of just like post up outside of this building, start seeing if she can get a sense of whatever is like blocking things from getting in or out.
To be clear, you rerouted and now you went back to Crosses? Is that where you were going?
I think that's where we were heading in the first place.
You were heading, in the first place, you were heading to...
We're heading to the safe house, and we've been heading to the safe house the whole time.
Okay, you were going to go to the safe house and
then drop Casey off and then...
Yeah, but we're not doing that anymore, because Mark did a thing.
Thank you, Mark. Okay.
Question. Does Theo see Mark talking to Anna? I assume so.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not doing it secretly.
Yeah. I think Theo will like follow them out. Casey's, I think, gonna stay in the car, but I think that she is going to send Gia and talk with the rest of them.
So Casey and Diego are staying in the car?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I was gonna ask like Lauren OOC. Like I feel like someone needs to stay with Cross. I don't know. I'm conflicted because Casey might be helpful with like disabling.
Oh,
the stuff.
absolutely. Somebody needs to keep an eye on Cross.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I'm also like a little bit worried about leaving my team with him alone. So
Well, you know who might be able to help with that? Anna. She can create a glyph that completely traps a particular type of creature within its bounds. Can't leave unless it finds a clever workaround.
can I don't know if you would let me read a bad situation, Johnny. But who would be more helpful in like disabling the like Cross's safe house? Talk or Casey?
Roll read a bad situation.
10.
Okay. You would need both to get the most out of the other. But if you are wanting to pick Casey.
Okay. Fuck.
Maybe we should call this, if not the podcast, at least this episode, stress response. Because it's just like, let's go sit in a room, sit on camera. Nothing bad will happen, but you will be scared all the time. You guys are so nervous. I love it.
Because on one hand, like, I don't want to continue spreading the party. This is hard, but at the same time, like, Casey wants to talk to Cross. I think initially Casey sends Gia and talk with the rest of them, but then, like, fuck, god damn it, gets out of the car, professionally, like, grabs, like, Gia's shoulder and just stay in the car. If anything happens to Cross, if he wakes up or whatever, you are immediately to call me.
You got it, boss.
Gia and Diego will be in the car with Cross. Talk and Casey will go with the rest.
Okay.
Can I read a bad situation on when I was at the office? If anyone clocked who I was, or if they got wind of who I was that took, I don't know.
Roll it.
7.
Okay. The only person you saw seeing you was the young woman. It was maybe 21.
Intern.
Honestly, she was almost dressed like it was take your daughter to work day or some shit. She's just dressed like some club kid.
Okay.
Casey's gonna let Anna take the lead.
Anna wants to, I think she wants to try to feel out like what's blocking this thing. You know, people from exiting, entering. There is one of her moves for her abjuration thing that she can do is to take some time to purge any wards, evils, curses, or dark energies from the subject or area. So I think she's trying to get a sense of if she can remove any of that.
Okay. There's a little bit of that. So you did your bit to keep Cross sealed inside the van. I want you to describe what that is and looks like, because if there's to be a clever workaround, I'll need something to work with.
Sure, because, last time fucking Traxxas was like, change the fucking weather, that ass. So I think in that instance then, so she's going to draw a glyph, but I feel like I want her to hide it somewhere that's not going to be easily found. Maybe like under like some paneling or something.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Like in the car. Hide it in so that not going to be easily found.
Mm-hmm. How does it work to keep him trapped?
I kind of almost think it's like the same idea of like what was trapping Mark that one time.
Mm-hmm.
That will trap
completely
traps him inside of this van. He likes this van. It's a great van. It's
I love being in this van.
Yeah.
It's my favorite place to be.
You should like give every agent
This should be the new fleet of vehicles.
This should be standard issue.
Yeah.
Okay. So then while you're searching around and looking for wards, you become aware of like a small, I'd say, whistling sound very quickly coming towards you. And you look in its direction and there's like a what's clearly a crossbow bolt arcing its way towards you.
Can she like kind of put up like her shield and try to deflect it away.
What shield is that?
It's on her playbook. We had talked about it before that it's not like an actual like physical thing. It's more like
Like the Omni tool, right?
yeah, sort of like a spectral shield that just kind of appears around her.
Yeah, why don't you roll act under pressure?
Okay.
Sort of get it up in time.
11.
Okay. Yeah, so you pull up your shield and bat this thing away.
Oh, also, retcon, Theo definitely took some of Cross's hair.
Fair. Also gross. I think anybody else that's by or near the van, the same thing will happen. You hear a quickly approaching whistling sound.
Can Anna kind of like, if she gets that one first, kind of yell out like, look out, and try to warn them?
Sure. There's a crossbow bolt coming towards Cosmo.
Do we have enough time to react? Like, can I shoot fire at it to try and deflect it?
Sure. Roll plus weird.
10.
Same deal with the cable from last time. You just fire up at it and just melt it into ash before it hits the van.
Does anyone see where it's coming from?
Yeah, can we see? Is there a direction it's coming from?
Up. It's hard because like I say, it wasn't being fired straight, so it's hard to judge the origin because it was like spinning.
Okay.
Can Casey look to see where it had, like, based on the trajectory, where it was being shot from? Can she see the point of origin?
Roll it. Roll read about situation.
8.
It's coming from the roof, southwest corner. The second shot came from a slightly different part of the roof, so it's someone on the move.
Mark, you can casually poof wherever, right? Can you poof to that roof?
Can I poof to the roof if I can see it?
This will be a weird roll.
Okay. All right. That would be a 6.
That's it. That's wonderful news.
Mark falls into the abyss. All right, guys, I got this. Question for you, Johnny.
Uh-huh.
Where's Mark going?
So this is another, like, as I rattle the bars from within game jail. Angel Wings as a move has no circumstance for what happens on a miss.
Which means you have free reign.
Which, yeah, I think on a miss you wind up somewhere bad. Here's where you are. Well, here's what you see. You're on the roof of something.
Aha.
The sky is totally red with, like, smoky black clouds everywhere.
Is it in Blood City?
Honestly, you wish. You're going to take one harm. It's incredibly hot here. The thing you're standing on is like a charred, blasted sort of cement stone, maybe. Like a really, really dark gray with scorch marks everywhere.
Where the hell am I?
And as you look out, it's just dozens of buildings wavy up like smoke and then flat on the top, coming up out of just a sea of lava. Drifting down from the sky, from these smoky black clouds, is like a really thick, what at first appears to be snow. But as it hits you, and as it gets at or near your nose, it smells like burnt embers. These are ashes.
Can I see what the source of the ashes are?
The sky. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Intermission Zone, where we take a break from the action and thank everyone for listening and everyone who's interacted with us in any meaningful way, by which we mean thanks especially to Thriftland and Dixon, some of our friends from Discord, who have contributed to our coffee account. So thank you very much.
There's a couple other ways that you can support our show by leaving a rating or review, following us on social media, joining our Discord server, all the above. You can find a link to our website or our Direct Me profile in the episode's show notes below.
Speaking of supporting shows, this week we have a promo for a new Monster of the Week actual play podcast. It's called Nameless Monsters, and they have a few episodes out, so this is the perfect time to jump in on the ground floor and follow the adventures of Brad, Mags, and Morris as they fight monsters and hopefully survive. Let's check them out.
Welcome to Nameless Monsters. We are an actual play podcast playing Monster of the Week this season. Travel to Triple Springs with Brad.
This is gonna blow your mind. I don't know if you've ever had s'mores, but if you've never had them with Reese's peanut butter cups, then you never really had s'mores, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so first, and he goes through the whole process, makes him a s'mores, passes it across, and then just watches him with this big goofy grin on his face for him to take that first bite, like, See, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. So it's like s'mores are already a 10. Cranks it up to 11, bro.
Mags.
Mags has her 4-inch binder spread out in front of her, loose leaf papers everywhere, pens sticking out of her hair, and she starts chanting with her eyes closed, finishes the chant, checks the page, says, nope, that's wrong, and closes her eyes again and starts all over.
And Morris.
I've never driven a car before, and then they gave me this car, and they told me to drive 10 hours away, and they know I don't have a license. I had to put that on my paperwork, and they still gave me the car, and they still told me to drive the car so that I can go find this guy, and I'm pretty sure I can't find people because I'm not like a detective or anything. My major's communications, and that's not a real thing.
Adventuring every other Wednesday beginning September 7th. Nameless Monsters, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can learn more about Nameless Monsters on Twitter at namelessmon_pod. We'll put a link for that also in our show notes so you can do it easily on your computer or mobile telephone device. I have horrible news for you. I mean, it's good news. It's good news for most of you, but it's not good. It's not good for you guys. We have to get back to the show. Kira, this slime trail from this bucket is forming up, and also coming out of the ground is just this teeth first head building itself out of this foamy, gross water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so how, if you can reach inside of this thing, you can destroy it by reaching in for the core?
Mm-hmm.
And then just crushing it or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would be the most effective way? Would it be the fucking crushing this thing, or would it be doing the jail thing?
Well, the jail thing is no longer an option because it's out of the bars. It's out of the cells. If you could get it back into the cells, that would be one thing.
Uh-huh. There's no, nothing I can put on my hand that I see anywhere.
Like a oven mitt?
Something, yeah. My only other thing that I feel like I could do is actually turning my hand into shadow and then trying to just use the hand to crush it or something.
That's interesting.
Would it absorb into you though? You don't want to. I don't.
Why do you ask these questions? God,
I'm just making sure.
He's yes-anding.
What you offer up is worse.
No. I'm trying to bring stuff up that he might come up with. So
no,
don't
because
run into
he
that.
maybe didn't have that idea, and now that you've said it, it's fair game. I want to try that, Johnny. I want to turn our hand into shadow to try to maybe mitigate some of that damage.
Okay, roll plus weird.
Hell yeah! Is this use magic?
It is.
It's 14 advanced move.
Okay. And then you have that old black magic, right? So if you wanted to ask something.
I can ask a question, yeah. I think I want to ask, what does Cross intend to use this for?
The wretch?
Yeah. Why is it here? What the fuck?
You remember Mark's vision? That's part of what they do.
They take the stuff?
They graft these supernatural things onto their soldiers. When they can recruit someone like you, like someone who can do these things, they do that. when they can't. Organ donors.
And so with this wretch, they're trying to
figure out a way to put its powers into someone on their payroll.
Yeah. All right, then. Got my hand full of shadow.
So the thing I want to tell you
Yeah.
is that based on what you saw when you were younger, your shadow hand will be able to make contact with the core, but you will likely not be able to do much damage to it with that hand.
Okay.
It'd be like trying to crush a rock.
So, but I could, like, get it in there, and then maybe I could, like, take down just that part of my hand to crush it if I wanted to. So that, like, at least the rest of my arm would be okay.
I mean, the way it worked before was because the person turned their whole arm into stone and then used that to crush the core. But, like, turning your hand back into your hand might still not be enough to do it.
Is there any way I could, like, supercharge my hand?
Well, that's another question. So this thing has now fully formed itself. And it's like, I think it's like even ducking in this room because it's so huge. It's like vaguely humanoid, very short, stumpy legs into a huge a huge V-shaped torso that ends in big, beefy shoulders, no head, and then these huge ape-like arms. And then, floating around in the center of it is like this, like a softball-sized eye.
Would I be able to, like, so this core, could I pull it out at least with my hand?
If you roll well.
Okay. I think I want to be like, Yuna, you got your bat ready?
Oh, you are goddamn right.
Okay. I want Kira to turn her hand into shadow, and I want her to reach into this fucking thing's core and try to pull it out.
This is going to be a kick some ass roll.
Okay. Which I get +1 forward because of Mystic.
Okay.
11.
All right, pick your advantage.
Inflict terrible harm. Why the fuck not?
Okay. So you punch in. This thing's acid body goes like splashing like dishwater throughout this room. And some of it takes out a bit of your hair. It then like brings its arms down on you. So between the hissing of the acid and the slamming of the arms, you would take 3 harm.
Does any of my resilience or anything take any of that off?
It'll ignore armor,
Okay.
but resilience will work.
Okay, so 2 harm then.
2 harm.
Okay.
Then you grab this eye with your shadowy hand, and it's like covered in this horrible, disgusting, like dishwater colored jelly that's like slithering off of it. And it's darting around in all directions. And you hear the thing like screech like a badger underwater, and you yank it out. Now what?
So I think that Kira takes this eye and she tosses it towards Yuna and says, Yuna, batter up.
You throw it to Yuna. It looks just as amazing and impressive as she sort of wound up to smack the door previously. But this time when it connects, the mere act of the bat making contact with something makes just this huge clap of white light take over everything. And then the eye and the figure are just gone. And then there's just a soggy metal bucket and like some slick, gross bath water on the ground.
Okay. I turn my hand back into my hand. What does it look like?
It looks bruised up to about your elbow.
I think, Kira will kind of look to Yuna and be like, nice job.
Whew, she swings the bat around. I missed that. Back outside. Casey, Mark is not doing his part up there. Maybe he got captured. Maybe he's hurt.
I think Casey's going to use her sniper rifle scope to see if she can spot who is running around up there.
Why don't you roll read a bad situation?
13 advanced move.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, you see them pop their head up a couple of times, or a time or two. I'm assuming you're going to take a shot right quick. They've got like sort of deep, glimmery blue like goggles, and then a kind of ski mask texture thing covering their nose and mouth. You know, like Sniper from Team Fortress 2?
Sniper's a good job, mate.
Like a wide-brimmed hat that one side is tilted up. They have that in a kind of mahogany brown. But that's the only part of the body that you can see, as they like look down and pop up and go away. And then another bolt fires from one side of the building and then arcs back around to come at you.
Cool.
I agree.
Question, is the glyph that Anna was putting in the car, is that done?
Yeah.
She'll get out of the car and try to get behind some cover if she can. Does she see this person up on the roof too?
Nope. But you do see the crossbow bolt arcing around headed towards Casey.
You know what? Is there a knife in Casey's van?
Almost certainly.
Also, there's also Gia too.
I was gonna say, I want to see if I can grab a knife and like try to like chuck it at this bolt and like knock it out of the way.
Huck a throwing knife at the bolt. Take it out of the sky. Roll kick some ass.
Is it kick some ass or protect someone?
You know what? Roll protect someone. Aren't you cute?
It's one of her advanced moves.
Look at you.
Aw, 13. Advanced move.
Nice job.
So what does that mean for protect someone? Both you and the character you're protecting are unharmed and out of danger. If you are protecting a bystander, they also become your ally.
Aw. So yeah, I think you like huck a throwing knife up and it snaps this crossbow bolt out of the sky. Casey, I think you see that happen and you're like, great throw, Gia, but you look down and it was Anna. You're like, not.
I don't know. She might be mad at me right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, I think Casey's just gonna take a shot at this person.
Okay, roll kick some ass. And subtract 3. I have a really boring question, Casey.
I'm aware. It's a 7.
All right. So what happens, Casey, is you're going to get off a shot and do your obscene 4 harm. Is that right?
I have to roll for Shy Strike. I think it's just 1 harm. I have 1 additional harm, so it's going to be a total of 5.
Okay, you kind of bait them out to pop up and take a shot at you. And you basically wing them on the right shoulder, but right before you take that shot, they take theirs. So a crossbow bolt is going to bury itself right around your shoulder, armpit, like right around the chink in your armor. So it'll do 3 harm, ignore armor.
So I assume that would be -1 though, because I took prepare to defend whenever I suffer harm when kick some ass or protect someone, suffer 1 less harm. So 2 harm? Yeah, Casey's gonna, after being shot and trying to take a shot, she's gonna drop down and I think go to like the edge of the building. So they would literally have to like crane their neck down.
Okay.
I think Casey's gonna wave to the rest of the team to like come to the building.
I was gonna say, is there like a fire escape or any way to get up to this like top of this roof?
There is. It'd be a bit of a pain in the ass to get onto it from the ground floor. But you probably could.
I have a question. How far does Theo's lightning whip reach?
I think like 6 to 8 feet. But with magical means, you could maybe do something else with lightning.
I was trying to think of something, because I do have a route to create still. Is the door to get in open?
To the building, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I mean...
Or at least bypassable by you.
Okay, I mean, I want to go in the front door.
Okay.
So I think Casey will go to the front door, hold the door open to see if anybody else wants to come with.
Is your team with you?
Only talk.
Gia and Diego still in the car?
Yeah, staying with the cross.
Okay, then I think Anna will come with you.
Is Anna going in before or after Talk?
I kind of assume Talk was with Casey, so probably last.
Okay. And crossbow bolt's coming at you.
Can she try to deflect it again, or at least like take some of it, or?
Roll protect someone.
Oh, is it coming at Talk or is it coming at Anna?
It's coming at Talk.
I rolled a 14 advanced move.
Okay, let's see. Well, Casey would have totally done that. I thought it was coming at Anna because you said at you.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I wanted it to come at Talk, but then you had her coming in after Talk, so it's coming towards the group of you essentially. But yeah, you swatted away and slammed the door shut. Mark. So Mark, what are you doing?
Do I notice anything recognizable or like out of the ordinary of this unordinary area?
Roll investigate a mystery.
12.
Okay. What sort of thing are you looking for when you say out of the ordinary of this extraordinary? I mean, the floor is lava, for real.
I mean, out of the ashes, the buildings that are just kind of like destroyed and whatnot. Like, I'm looking for something odd that stands out from the scene.
Okay. I think the thing that stands out is like sort of beyond like what would be like the center of this sort of black skyline. It kind of gives you the vibe of like a giant Bunsen burner. There's just like a huge open vertical flame shooting up towards the sky. So that's the first thing. The other thing that I think initially you took for birds, just sort of flying, some in groups, some solo, just dozens of winged humanoid figures. Also this sort of ashy gray black color up and down. But maybe that's just them silhouetted against the bright red of the sky. Most of them appear to have spears.
Oh, great. Does anyone notice me?
Not currently.
Can I tune in to one of those flying things?
Roll it.
12.
All right. 3 of those questions.
Where is one of those individuals going right now?
So you hone in on one, and that one is going to see the Shadow Mother.
Oh, of course. The Shadow Mother. What is it planning to do?
It will present what it has gathered, and if she is pleased, he will be rewarded, and if not, he will be eaten.
Oh, so the hunter-gatherer type.
He doesn't seem worried.
I assume that the biggest threat of this individual is not living up to the Shadow Mother's expectations.
Well, you can assume whatever you want.
Can I dive in a little deeper into the minds of all of these things? No.
What are you really asking?
Collectively, as a body, if this is what this is, what is the colony afraid of? It could just be what that individual is afraid of.
Yeah. So I think you were assuming it was what its like biggest threat, biggest fear would be not living up to its Shadow Mother. I will say to you, again, I say unto you, it's not afraid of that. The idea that the Shadow Mother would be displeased and eat him is fine. That would be the end of his story.
But yeah, no, like I understand, like it's a colony, they think as one.
Mm-hmm. What they're afraid of, well, I think this one where it had gone to gather, its biggest threat, it's most afraid of, because it will have to go back, is the spider ghosts.
Mark thought he had it bad. Okay. Well, this place is weird. I'm going to see if I can teleport out of here.
Out of here is going to be another weird roll.
Preferably back to the team.
Well, we'll see.
10. All
right. So Mark whooshes back into existence on the sidewalk. Nobody's there, Mark. I think you can see the vans there are likely like looking through the windows. The doors are shut because they're, honestly, I think it would be Gia who you would maybe make eye contact with. She's like gesturing with her hand and pointing downwards and is like, get down.
I don't have any music playing.
You get down. You can see the, through the front door that is like glass that you can see that it's just shut behind Anna, Tak, and Casey.
And Theo.
Oh, and Theo. I didn't realize she had gone in too.
I think Mark gets down, looks around, and gets like close to the vehicle and knocks on the door. Can I come in?
Roll manipulate someone.
10. My charm is 0.
Nice. Diego pushes open the door. Gia grabs you by the shoulders, and between the two of them, they hoist you into the car. And Gia asks, what's happening on the roof?
That's a good question. I didn't quite make it to the roof. I went somewhere else.
Diego's trying to like look out the windows and up, but he's not going to be able to see anything. What do you mean else? Like the 3rd floor?
Do you mind if I just show you? And
okay.
I broadcast my visuals into his head for the podcast listeners.
All right. Cut to Casey, Theo, and Tak. What's the plan?
So we're trying to get up to this roof, right?
I mean, I was just going to go for Kira.
Oh, we're actually inside like that building, how did it get like taken down? Like the wards.
You're inside the building.
But not in like where she is, right?
Not where Kira is, no.
Okay.
Casey was just gonna try to go straight there and assume that this person is going to kind of meet us in the middle. Or Casey's gonna go after.
So you're going to try to go straight where?
To Cross's safe house.
Okay. So you get in the elevator, you push the button that he had pushed to get up to his apartment, but the light doesn't go on and nothing happens.
Casey and Doc, work on it.
Anna's gonna try to go up to the roof to find the person that was shooting at them.
Okay, Anna, roll act under pressure to see how fast you do that.
13.
Sick. Okay. Casey and Doc, what do you want to be doing while this is happening?
I want to open the panel on the elevator and try to connect some wires and override this elevator so that it will bring us to Cross's apartment, air quotes, as well as maybe disable any security measures.
So why don't you have Doc roll act under pressure and you roll help out?
I'm going to add 2 to the roll.
Okay.
11. And then Casey's 7.
So I think what that means is as the two of you are in there doing what you're doing, Casey, you are going to singe your hands and fingers. And what that will mean is that basically until you get some kind of medical attention, you'll be rolling kick some ass -1. Anna, you run up towards the roof. You do recognize that one of the floors that you run past doesn't seem to have an exit door. And then you get up to the top and you are now at the roof access door. What do?
Burst through the door.
All right.
Be looking for this fucker with the crossbow bolts.
Well, you found them. They're right there and they fire at you.
Okay. Can Anna kind of try to duck and tackle them?
Why don't you roll kick some ass?
9.
So you're going to eat the shot.
Okay.
But then you'll dive at them. I think what that means...
How much harm is that, by the way?
It's 3, and it ignores armor. So I think you take 2.
Okay.
Okay?
And then, if is she able to attack this person?
If you're not trying to do harm, you can, have them in some kind of hold where the crossbow is pointing away from you.
Okay. Anybody else or just the one person?
Just the one person.
Can Anna put them in a chokehold?
I think it's going to be another kick some ass roll.
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay. Do more harm, take less harm. Force them where you want them. Take or give the advantage. Because this person will fire another crossbow bolt.
I want her to... Okay. Take less harm.
Okay. So you get them in a chokehold. Sure enough, the bolt comes back around and gets you just in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll, after everything, be 1 harm.
Okay. Anna's unstable.
Uh-huh.
Is this crossbow bolt, does it just, is it home in on, whoever the target is?
Unclear.
Can I assess that? Read a bad situation, or?
Sure, roll it.
7.
I can tell you precisely one thing, which is that there's nothing special about this crossbow.
Okay. What does this person look like that she's attacking?
At your proximity, you can tell the person is has a ski mask and these deep blue goggles and this half up cowboy hat. Other than that, they're wearing a long matching mahogany duster. But as you've got them in your grasp, you can tell that they're honestly a pretty scrawny lady.
Okay. Can I get the crossbow bolt out of their hands?
Roll act under pressure.
10.
All right. Yep. You knock it, clatters to the ground. This person they're flailing. Her flailing is getting a little less insistent.
Okay.
On account of the chokehold.
I think Anna's just going to keep choking her out.
I think the only words she's going to say just before she loses consciousness, it won't matter. And then she's out.
Okay. Anna will get up, let go. I want to check this lady. Do I find anything on her? Oops.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's got a couple of things.
Yeah.
So underneath the duster, she's got a honestly irritatingly military issue jacket. Stitched above one of the pockets, it says Avery. She's got one of the same sort of communication devices that Cross had.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the size of your palm. It looks honestly like a big flat slice of pizza, like a piece of a pie chart, like a wedge with a rounded end on the other side. It has a glyph that looks like flowing waves.
Does Anna know, since she kind of is used to glyphs for like her abjuration and whatever, does she know what that glyph would be for?
It's like a child's glyph of water.
Okay. Did I notice anything like that on Gavin?
Not at the time when you were fighting him.
Okay.
Not before you kicked him out the window.
Okay. And it was like a wedge, you said? Can you take that off of? Maybe somebody more smart than me can look into this. Fuck. I think I want Anna to like restrain her if she can.
Okay. Casey, between you and Talk, you can get this thing moving.
Yeah, I think that Casey like turns around and just looks to Theo and just be like, "Where did Anna go?" I don't know. I look like she took the stairs. Like maybe when she went to the roof. And then Casey's gonna like swear.
Theo, it's also immediately clear to you that Mark is back and he's in the van.
Don't like that. Okay.
Well, he's wearing the bracelet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You just don't like anything I say. I can't win.
I think Theo's gonna go to Casey. Mark's back. Do you want me to go get him and Anna? Yeah, I guess we'll hold the elevator. And then Theo's going to run to the front door where we came in and open the door. I assume that she doesn't see Mark, but knows that he's in the van.
She sees Diego looking out the window. Mark, also, roll plus weird for your broadcast.
15. I'm a beacon of light.
I think your choice. Do you want Theo to see it too? You can tell she's within range now.
Yes.
Okay. Theo, you see where Mark was. You know where Mark is. Diego and Gia are like freaked out. Theo?
I think Theo's gonna like kind of crouched but run to like the van, knock on the window until somebody like opens it. Mark, are you staying here or are you coming in?
I was trying to help, but I went yeah, I'm coming in.
Yeah, I saw.
I know.
We're going up to cross the safe house. Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, Theo's gonna run back.
I'm gonna follow.
I guess, does Anna come down at like any point? Or else Theo's gonna run up some stairs.
I was gonna say, if she's able to get this woman restrained, and she said she was kind of slender, so I'm wondering if Anna can literally just like fireman, like carry her.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, bring her down. Runs into you guys at some point on the stairs.
So they want to take this elevator that they now believe they can get up to cross the safe house. What do you want to do with Avery?
Well, it's either take her with us or put her in the van, and I don't really want to put her in the van necessarily. Is there like something that she could, like maybe like a pipe on the wall or something that she could tie her to?
Sure.
Yeah, do that for now.
Or like the railing, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something that she won't get out of.
Roll act under pressure.
All right. That's an 8.
You do a reasonably good job of securing her to the railing. And then the lot of you get in this elevator and you head up.
And I have the wedge with me. I think Anna would hand it over to Theo. You have any idea what this is? Some sort of glyph? Water?
Let me take a look. Theo's gonna, I guess, investigate a mystery on this glyph as we ride the elevator up.
Okay. Roll it.
That's gonna be a 13. No. Yes. No. 12. Sorry. 12. Advance move.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure?
I am now, yeah.
Okay. What are your questions?
What magic is being used in this glyph?
Sealing magic. And it's reverse.
So, like, opening magic?
It's reasonable. I mean, you can have that be your second question if you want.
No, I don't.
Then I'll answer it less shitty.
Can I ask, like, who made it?
You're not going to like it.
I'm afraid I'm not.
The Brothers Vitalis. Do you head up to the safe house?
That was the plan.
Okay. The lot of you head up there. The elevator door slides open, but on the other side, there's just a big black slab, right in the center of which there is a circle doubly bisected by an X.
And there was the glyphs that on the other side, because Kira saw them too, but like from her point, it was because she saw 4 glyphs that were like elemental glyphs.
Yeah, so from Kira's side, it's like a big slab. In the center, there's like a basketball-sized circle that's blank, and then there's lines going up in the 4 directions to sort of quarter off like an X through the whole thing. Mm-hmm. On Kira's side, each one is covered with like various different symbols that sort of connote to the 4 elements. Yeah, one has like flames and also like, trying to think of a plant that associates with fire, but I'm coming up empty. Like salamanders, like different symbols and cultural things. It's clear that it is to the 4 elements. And then on the other side, you guys just found just the circle about basketball sized with an X through it, basically. So it would have sort of 4 indentations. So yes, part of a set.
So is like the X like only in the circle, or it goes through the circle as well?
It's within the circle, such that it creates 4 wedge-shaped hollows.
Where you could put in like one of those things, perhaps.
And then 3 more.
Uh-huh.
I believe you're all 100% together in the elevator at the floor where would otherwise deliver you unto Cross's safe house, but all it gives you instead is just this dark hollow.
Uh-huh.
So like you said that on like Kira's side, there are etchings of like each element.
Mm-hmm.
Is that on our side?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Theo wouldn't know that.
I do want to tell, like, just to get this out there from Kira's side, air is on the top, earth is on the bottom, water on the left, fire on the right.
Vitalis, again, it's some sort of ceiling glyph. I don't know if I can disable it. Could Theo like put her hands on it? I'm wondering, is it possible for Theo to like send some magic in, kind of like trying to like extend her senses to see if she can see into this glyph and possibly see into like the room beyond it?
Yes, but only via 2 avenues. 1, through the utilization of ambient magicka that you might be able to find, and 2, through the use of blood. The other true thing is that, as I understand it, what you are trying to do is view another place.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm going to try and observe what's beyond this wall.
Okay, in order to get beyond this wall, you'll have to use one of those 2 avenues, but your benefit will be that it will be the thing that you are best at, preternaturally.
So it has to be one or the other. Do I get anything if I use both?
You can't use both.
Okay. Yeah, I think Theo is going to reach out to the magicka that's around her and like gather it in her hands and try to press it outward away from her.
Okay.
11. And then +1, so 12. So advanced move.
You could essentially appear astrally if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay. Kira, Tommy, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
A sparkling stardust version of Theo pops into existence in the center of the room.
What the hell? Theo?
Kira, you're okay. I think there's gonna like turn around. I assume behind me is like the same door.
Mm-hmm.
We're just on the other side of this door. Are you guys okay?
She is definitely not okay, but I think she looks around at everybody, looks at Tommy. Yeah,
No! Yuna.
I mean, we're alive, Yuna. I mean, I guess we're doing as well as we can be. Look, it's not just me in here. There's at least 5 others. One of which who I think is a sentient tape recorder.
Okay.
Cross has been playing surgeon. He's been trying to take pieces of these people to graft them onto himself.
Yeah, Mark showed us a vision that he had, that he was taking parts of us and using it for himself. We also got attacked and figured that you guys might be in trouble.
Is everybody okay?
I think he's gonna take a moment and just like check. Do we have everybody? Yeah, we're fine. We have Cross.
I think Kira clenches her fists. Good.
I mean, Casey wasn't too happy about it. Mark kind of poofed and like got him and then brought him back. Kind of another really big development. Mark found out a little bit about his like past and where he came from and stuff. So it turns out that Mark is kind of a prince of the Sky Kingdom.
Oh. Well, shit. How's it feel to be dating royalty? I mean, sorry, you're not really... I know it's kind of awkward between you guys.
Way to just throw that out.
Kira, oh my god.
You can't just say that.
I think Theo's gonna like...
Stardust blush?
Maybe. I think she's just gonna like grimace and just turn around to like this side of the slab and see that this side is different. Would I be able to gain any additional knowledge seeing this other side of it? How to disable it?
Roll investigate a mystery.
I rolled a 9 for investigate a mystery.
Okay, you get one question.
How do we open this door?
Fit the 4 key wedges into their proper spaces. Real quick, between Mark, Casey, and Anna, who has the best sharp?
Not Anna.
Casey. Casey does.
I have 2.
I have 3.
Okay, Casey, roll read a bad situation and subtract 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 12. Advanced move.
Hot potato.
You hear the distinctive sound of a van falling from a great height.
Falling?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? What's falling from a great height?
A van.
Oh.
Automobile, engine, tires, windows.
No, I get it. I know what my van sounds like. Casey's going to radio Gia and Diego, like, Gia, Diego, do they respond?
There, when you sort of like end the transmit part and let their voices come back, they are talking to each other and they are in a fight.
They're fighting with each other, or they're in a fight?
No, they are like coordinating and like calling out where.
It doesn't sound like they're in the van. Clearly.
Nope.
Okay.
They're not in the van. There are 2 people that they're dealing with.
Is there any way to get out of this elevator without... Because we'd have to go back down, correct? To get out?
Mm-hmm.
1, is there a thing up above?
Probably. There's also Mark.
That's true. Okay. Oh, shit.
He's great at this.
Casey's gonna say to the whole group, my team's in trouble. Mark, can you get me there? I need to be outside right now.
I think I grab her and I jump through my world to somewhere else.
Roll it.
8.
Let's open. Let's see what that means.
Oh no.
You either don't go where you want to, or you end up in different places.
Oh, I see. On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it.
Yep.
Fuck.
So here's what I think. Mark, you are at the house that you remember as Off-Post 6, the Eyes Agent's like safe house, which for the listener that's from a very early cover story adventure. Suffice it to say, you're way out there in the suburbs. Casey, you're there in just kind of an endless cloudscape and like sort of leaning against what must be a solid cluster of cloud is this young woman with one arm. She doesn't look up.
Uh-oh. So wait, she's not with me.
Nope.
I think that Theo's gonna analyze this side of the door.
Okay.
I think she's gonna ask Kira and Tommy. Do you guys have like a wedge-like piece that might be like give you the feeling of like fire or earth or
Have I seen anything like that? Well, I've been looking around for Yuna's bat.
Nope.
Nope.
Not at all. Not even kind of.
I don't think so. If that's what is used to open the door, I don't think Cross would leave the key on this side of the threshold.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. If I go back into my body, I would have to like roll again to get back over here, huh?
I don't think so.
I'll be right back. We have like one key to like this puzzle, and then Theo's gonna go back to her body, kind of like come to, but when she looks around and only sees Anna and Talk, she's gonna be like, where did Mark and Casey go?
I think something's happening outside.
Yeah. Anna will like kind of cock her shotgun and be like, somebody's messing with the van apparently. So we're gonna go see what's up. I think Mark just teleported Casey.
Okay, well, hopefully they're dealing with that.
I think the moment you're back, Theo, Talk is going to push the floor 1 button.
We need to, I think Theo's going to fill in Talk and Anna that on the other side, there are these images of these elements, and we have at least one of these wedges, which I can't remember. I'm looking in my notes if it was air or water. I feel like it was air.
We had water.
It was water.
It was water?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was water, but then I was like, well, bow and arrow, like, that makes sense for air. Anyways, we need to find a wedge that has air, fire, and earth. But since you got this water one off of that person, who I'm assuming was in Cross's employment, maybe more of them have this on them.
I think Talk goes, that tracks with how many people were on this network.
Did we ever figure out where the rest of them are?
Oh, sure.
Give.
Say more things.
Well, the one who you found is where you found them. The one who Mark took is nowhere. And the other 2 are, Talk looks up at you. They're outside.
Oh no.
Like down on the ground or something?
Like they're here.
I think that since it seems like our cover is blown.
Our blubber.
Shut
Our
up.
blubber is
Shut up.
coned.
Our blubber is blown.
Shut up.
Team, we're pwned.
I want to create a wall of force in front of the elevator door in case that when it opens that there, because that's the only way in and out, and we're just sitting ducks. So I want to create like a wall of force.
Okay.
And then maybe as soon as it's clear, I will drop it or manipulate it so that like Anna could get out.
Yeah. I think as this is happening, Anna would be like, so like I hate to ask, but like could you like maybe like do some like magic and like heal me or something?
Yeah. I want to do that.
Okay.
Are you at like 3 harm or what are you at?
I'm unstable.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Theo's I'm gonna use this might sting and try to heal her 3 harm.
Okay.
10.
Good.
Okay. No scar.
You heal 3 harm.
It does hurt like crazy. It's like you're being tased. And but it's also like your body is knitting itself back together from inside. Do you guys watch Superman and Lois? Like you're being put on fast forward. Like you just have to. Your heart beats a million miles an hour. You can rewatch the recording. Mark, you're in what I believe I said was something like St. Louis Park. You're in a first-ring suburb.
Well, this isn't where I wanted to be.
It's not where you wanted to be.
Could I try to use my telepathy to connect with and try and find the location of Casey?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Can I somehow get to the place that she's at?
When it's just you, that's also no problem.
I'm going to go to her.
Okay, you don't even have to roll when it's just you. You just pip pop.
It's when you try to play Ferryman that you have a problem.
Did you ever play Skyward Sword?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
No, tell me. I want to know.
It's what I think for Casey, it appears like the loading screen cloudscape. For Mark, it appears like
she's in Skyloft.
No, the final boss space where it's like at the beginning where it looks like it's like a reflective pool that's maybe an inch deep that is perfectly glassily reflecting softly clouded sky.
How does Mark just like fucking appear?
Like a sort of burst of smoke appears in reverse and like forms into a Mark shape.
Okay, I think that Casey like doesn't fire, but definitely like raises her gun and just like, Mark, what the fuck? What happened?
I'm new at this. Okay, just calm down, please.
I think Casey like takes your hand. Okay, let's go. We gotta get there.
Okay. Can I try again?
Why does anybody have to do anything?
Is that Mark or is there another person here?
There's a young woman with the one arm.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's here.
I know you.
As long as we're here, aren't we half dead? Maybe that's better. It's better. She's just like sitting there.
Can you remind me, when did we encounter her?
She attacked with Gavin, the guy with the keyboards on his pants. And Mark
She
just
was
grabbed her.
She was the one that went through the window with Theo and I.
That's right.
And then Mark came in.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Mark poofed her away and took off her arm that had the same glyphs as Deacon.
Yeah. Got it.
Did removing your arm help?
She'll look up at you and she looks sad and tired. Well, I don't think he's gonna look for me here. Especially not, and she'll look at her stump, now that I have nothing to offer.
You've still got one good arm.
Do you want to be useful?
Roll manipulate someone.
13. Advanced move.
Will it hurt him?
We can make it hurt.
I think she'll sort of lean forward and stand up without the use of her arms and be like, then yes.
And we can do something about that arm.
She looks at you with disbelief.
We can? What, me?
Yeah.
How'd you like a shadow arm?
Have I got a deal for you?
Don't put me back in his crosshairs.
She still has one good arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remind me, she's not is she chained up?
That was just in her mind.
Okay. I think Casey's gonna walk over to her, extend her hand.
I think Casey stands a full head taller than her. And you're going to be extending your left hand unless you want to be exceedingly rude.
Yes, I do. I have a feeling that you might know who I am, but I'm Casey Davis. What's your name?
Darcy Carver. I think she grabs up by the wrist. Commando style.
Fuck yeah, we do. I've got to just ask you, were you a part of Ears, but then became a part of the drum?
I guess you could say I cut the line. He didn't want me for my connections, or my skills, or my brain, or he just wanted me for this.
For her other arm?
Mm-hmm.
Why did he want your arm?
It was power. They use power.
Was your arm always powerful?
Not always.
What do you mean, not always?
I mean, something happened. With all due respect, we've kind of just met, and I feel like you're on a timetable. Maybe we can go to lunch or something.
Just trying to gather information and making sure you're not going to switch sides on us.
Even if I did, how much damage I could do now.
Can I just analyze her real quick as far as is she okay? Does she need any healing?
I mean, no. I think she's not unstable because both the would-be mortal wound and the arm removal wound were immediately cauterized given that they were done by a sword that was on fire. But she has a good deal of harm to her.
Mark, can you poof two of us as well as yourself?
And I'm going to be calling it Skywalk, not poofing.
Yes, I love that.
And sorry, Prince of Sky what?
Of the Sky King. Well, you're
Of the Sky
you're
King.
just Prince of the Sky.
You're a prince of the sky.
Okay, all right, cool. Let's go. I grab both of their hands, well, the one good hand, and then we take off.
You skywalk. Roll plus weird.
Can Casey ask Darcy, what is it you can do now? Excuse me, but now, since you don't have your arm, what are you good at?
You're gonna need to roll manipulate someone. That's an extremely rude question.
Just ask that.
So now that you lost everything that's cool about you, what can you do?
I'm just trying to figure out bad I'm trying to do.
Oh my god.
It's an 8.
Okay, so 2 questions. So that was that roll. Mark, what was your teleport roll? Skywalk roll.
9. Fuck.
Where were you trying to go?
Just back to regroup with everybody.
Back to the building?
Yes, where I started from.
So you come back to the elevator.
Welcome to teleportation, John.
God damn it.
Casey, you you and Darcy find yourselves in an elevator as well. But it's closed and empty.
It's closed and empty?
Yeah, it's just an elevator.
Is there any signs or name of the building inside this elevator?
Nope, it's an Otis elevator. Looks like it was certified safe in 2014.
Are they together or separate?
They're together.
Casey's gonna like roll her eyes and just be like, "Damn it, Mark," and then press the bottom floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump to them really quick. I'm gonna try and
Did you say I get 2 questions, Johnny?
What? Why would I say you get 2 questions?
To talk to Darcy?
Because we manipulate someone?
No, you manipulate someone was 8. You don't get 2 questions. I do think she'll kind of look at you and be like, what the hell can you do?
Yeah. What can you do?
I'm a pretty sick shot.
I think she'll reach down into her boot and pull out a pretty sizable black blade, that the handle of which kind of has finger holes like brass knuckles. She'll hold with the blade coming out the bottom and be like, I'm not bad with this.
Cool. I still have that fucking blade from the family.
Yeah, you sure do.
Cool. So Cross is after my team right now. Make sure that you don't hit a Hispanic man with a cyborg arm, as well as a mean-looking woman with some knives. They're part of my team. Is there anything I should know about Cross? Mechanically, I kind of want to know what's Cross's greatest weakness.
We'll investigate a mystery.
9.
Okay. What do you mean by weakness?
Just like what's gonna hurt him the most? Like, is doing something magical against him gonna be more helpful, or me shooting bullets at him be more helpful? Or is like threatening him with something gonna be helpful?
So here's what I think she tells you. He used to be powerful, like crazy powerful. Like rewrite the rules of reality powerful. But then something happened and he won't talk about what.
Anything else? Like, does he have any powers now?
Now his powers are tech-based and it makes him furious. Also, there's us. His team.
Does the rest of your team feel like you? Mad at him? Useless? Used?
He doesn't like it when we talk to each other. I don't know what they think.
Maybe you should talk to them.
Gavin, Avery, Blink. They're whatever. His weapons in his tool belt. Co-workers, you know?
I want to see what building we get to, but I want Casey to kind of say, like, I'm sorry that he used you.
As you say that, Mark is there.
Oh, God damn it.
Mark.
I'm working on it.
I guess this is better than being there, but I don't know where here is. When the elevator doors open, what do we see with Johnny?
You see like a douchily fancy first floor co-working space that is familiar because this is the building where Jacob works.
Ooh, how far are we from?
Maybe a mile and a half.
Okay.
Listen, I think I can do it this time. I'll try again.
You better hope that the third time's the charm.
Before she finishes that statement, I jump again.
Roll it. You skywalk.
Oh my God, Mark.
What did you roll?
I have a wonderful question for you, John Wander.
15.
Oh, okay. I thought you failed.
You're so too.
I know.
Such a fucking poker face.
His reactions are just unclear.
Why don't you tell me what happens? The 3 of you will go exactly where you want to go.
I skywalk so accurately. It's like WD-40. I end up in a chair with my leg crossed, and the 2 are leaning on the wall as they come in. They're like, what?
No,
Good morning.
No. Katie kicks over the chair.
With that crazy fucking roll, here's what's going on. Theo and Anna and Talk have landed on the first floor in the elevator where you started. Theo has put up a border of her energy to block. outside, there is an overturned, windows broken Cosmo.
No.
The back is open with one of the doors hanging off, and the ground appears to have been like almost like shoved up as
Like
if
it
there
was
was
fucking punched from underneath.
yeah, something like that.
What the fuck?
And taking cover behind it are Gia and Diego, who are taking fire in the form of both a kind of laser gun and like fist to softball sized hunks of sharp rock that are being hurled at Cosmo and at them.
Could I ask 2 questions?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Cross? Can we see him?
Nope.
Okay. Is anybody paying any attention to Anna, Talk, and I? Anna, Talk, and Theo?
They don't seem to be. All the fire is focused on those two.
Okay. I think Theo's gonna like look to Anna like, I'm gonna drop this, okay?
Yeah.
And if Theo could then move the shield to cover Gia and Diego.
Hey, Talk, those guys are wearing the comms device, right?
Yep.
Could you, like, fuck with it? Make it hurt their heads or something?
I like where your head's at. I want Theo use magic. I want Anna roll act under pressure.
Woo! Damn, that is a 12.
That is an 8. We're gonna use Agent Magic to negate any glitches. So
Okay.
then I'll take a -1 forward.
Okay. With that, I'm going to ask again also, blood or magicka?
I'll do Magica.
Okay. I think ancient magic becomes a pretty useful term for what happens because it does feel like, I mean, kind of Assassin's Creed vibes. Like it's like ancestral memory, inherited memory. Like you're sort of about to fuck something up, and then you're like, no, wait, I've did this before, but you won't notice until days later that you've never done this before. You've never almost made that mistake and corrected yourself, but you did this time. So you like throw this thing out there, and it goes out like a net and hurls itself over the top of Cosmo, and then like drapes over where Gia and Diego are shooting from. Talk types some things in, and then from inside the helmet you can hear just this little faint and then outside you hear like, all I can think is it sounds like paper tearing, just like this ripping sound. And then for just 2 seconds, standing in the lobby of this building is that like party girl clutching her head, and then she's gone.
She leaves again?
It vanishes.
There's still one more?
There's whoever was out there, and then
Because there's 2 people, right?
that's what Talk had identified.
So she's gone, but there's still one more person. Do we see that person?
She's no longer in the room. She appears in the lobby. Then I think you probably can see her sort of way across the street. And then you can't see her anymore.
But there was
She's blinking.
But there was But there was a second.
You might say that.
But there was a second person, right?
Yep.
Do we see that person?
No, not from inside the lobby.
Okay.
And to set the stage, I think you come out into this lobby, and then there's the door to the exterior. And then on the other side of the street is this overturned Cosmo, behind which are Gia and Diego. The fire had been coming from to the left of the door from you.
Oh, there's also fire. Okay.
The laser and the rocks.
Okay, got it. I think that Casey's gonna turn to Mark and just tell him like, okay, can you try and find Cross?
I can try.
Okay, just be careful.
Mark, roll 2 Nanin.
Do you want me to bring him here?
Yeah, if you find him, bring him to me.
Okay.
I have a question. While we were riding down in the elevator, could Anna have done something?
That depends.
Okay.
14.
What did Anna want to do?
I think she would have. She might have to do like a roll for this, for like act under pressure. But I wonder if she could take some time to surround Theo in a magical field that reduces all harm from the next hit they take to 0 harm.
I will have you roll plus weird.
That's a 9. Yeah, 9.
Okay, I think what that means is that for the next hit, Theo functionally has plus 2 armor.
So does that stack?
Yes.
Okay.
For 1 hit.
Yeah, I think she'll kind of finish it up as you're like about ready to drop the barrier, and she'll be like, "We need you, kid."
I like the idea that you and I are multitasking on each other.
Yeah,
like I'm healing you, you do that, and so I was just like, this is weird.
Hey, Talk, while we're at it, can you like do that thing with the cops?
Sure, totally. Mark, 3 questions from Tune In.
Where is Cross?
15 meters directly below you.
Where did you guys reappear?
Mark's on the first floor, ground floor.
Yep. What is he doing right now?
I think right now he's planning to lick his wounds, gear up, and come back after you to do what he was doing in the first place.
How can I distract him?
I'm going to give you a cheat code here, Mark Clayton.
Ooh, I like cheat codes.
He is after you lot, not because of who you are, but because of who you're connected to. He wants revenge against the kid.
Ooh.
Because the kid has all these abilities with reality that he doesn't have anymore.
Reasonable. You're out of questions.
Kid kind of like has abilities to just make things happen. Did he make Cross lose his fucking abilities?
Ooh.
I mean, or the kid took his place.
Or it took his powers?
Or maybe he was a project of Cross's that ended up becoming something more than he thought and took all his... I don't know if I can.
Oh, that's almost a better idea, but that's not what happened. Casey.
I was going to try to jump to him and grab him again. Or is he protected against that now? I don't know if I should do it.
So when you jump to where he is, 1, he's on the move. And 2, he's on the move straight down, fully through the earth. So when you go to where he is at any given moment, you find yourself momentarily, essentially buried alive.
How is he going through the earth?
That's a good question.
One of his minions.
I can tell you he's not alone.
He's got help. Okay.
And I think because sound actually travels better through solids than through air, I can tell you that the distinctive sound that you hear echoing through this solid stone undercity is that of the click-clack of a keyboard.
Gavin, you son of a bitch. Fall from 4th floor window wasn't enough for you, apparently, you son of a bitch.
Where does Casey appear? With Darcy.
Well, you had all popped in with Mark in the elevator.
Okay.
As I understand it.
Okay.
And then Mark went away. And then, did you want to run outside, I heard?
Yeah, did we pop in like where Anna Talk and Theo were?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I think that Casey's gonna run, but pauses and just checks with the Talk, are they okay? Okay, and then Casey's gonna run out and veer wide, but try and catch either Gia or Diego's eyes and kind of do a gesture that is the question of are you okay?
Veer wide in what direction?
Which direction did the fire and stuff come from?
The left.
Yeah, Casey's gonna charge straight in, go left.
Okay. So then whose eye you'll catch first would be Gia, and she's pretty blown away that you're just gonna just jump into the line of fire and be what the hell are you doing? But then what else when you check opposite her is there's kind of the beginnings of this alley and then just what appears to be this mound of freshly placed dirt. Someone really quickly dug a big hole and then really quickly covered it in. And then also, all of a sudden, right in front of you is an early 20s party girl with choppy blonde hair.
Decking her.
Not before she tries to deck you, roll kick some ass.
I mean, I have so much practice on Mark.
She got crazy eyes.
That's a 4.
It sure is.
Wait, what did you get?
Yikes.
I have a -1 until I heal.
Oof.
So you throw your punch and she's just not where you punched her anymore. In fact, this young woman is in fact now right behind you, and she like takes her gun, and you can feel like one is a scalding hot gun barrel pressed into your thigh.
Cool.
Two is a way hotter laser blast shoot through your leg.
Cool.
That's 2 harm.
So it's -1 because I took the prepare to defend, and whenever I suffer harm when I'm kicking ass or protecting someone, I suffer 1 less harm.
Okay.
And I do have 2 armor.
Not for this.
Okay, so just 1.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Anna.
Yeah. Quick question. Is Avery still chained up?
Yeah, she's wherever you would have left her.
Okay. Yeah, I think Anna would have gone out the elevator and out the door.
You go outside and you see Blink shooting Casey in the fucking leg.
Okay. Does Talk have like a dagger, like a barbell?
They do have a blood rifle.
A blood rifle?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, can Anna will look at it? Can she be like, do you mind? Can I take this?
Yep, totally.
Yeah, and I think I want her to kind of like post up and then take a shot, if she can get a clear shot of fucking Blink.
Roll kick some ass.
And roll a 10.
Okay. Pick your advantage.
Actually, I feel like we don't use it enough. I'm gonna gain the advantage, take +1 forward, and you give +1 forward to another hunter. I'll give one to Casey.
Okay.
What does it do?
Okay, the red gun exclusively and only damages blood.
Mm-hmm.
Would it like futz with her like ability to teleport?
No. So here's what I think happens. You fire this gun, and you can like see an instant blood stain, huge, wide blood stain on her pants and shirt, on the back of her pants and shirt. And she spins around on you with an insane fury in her eyes. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly she's on you.
Okay. Can Anna try to do that thing like where she uses the momentum and like kind of like tries to like flip her back?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but the roll's already happened.
Yeah, I know. I just want like if she's gonna get a lick in, fine. But I want to see if I can like use the momentum to then like pin her onto the ground.
Oh, big no, because here's what's gonna happen. She's gonna take her shot, which is gonna be the same shot that she took on Casey, which is gonna be 2 harm, ignore armor.
Okay.
Is it possible for Theo to protect Anna?
Yeah, roll protect someone.
And then, question. For protect someone, would Theo be able to, like, as protecting them, be able to shoot her? But that's a different role, isn't it?
Yes. So all you can do with protect someone is absorb or prevent the harm from happening.
Boy, 7.
Yeah, I think this works really nicely. You basically shove together a shield of the floating magicka that like essentially transfers the 2 harm ignore armor to you. Like it hits you in the soul.
Does what Anna did though prevent that?
No. So here's what happened. Blink took a shot at Anna, which was absorbed by a net of magicka that sent that damage to Theo. And then Blink was sucked back to the bloodstain against her will.
And what Anna had done is still active then on Theo? Because Anna had done that protection thing. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
That what Anna had done. I thought you were asking about the combat thing.
No,
with Blink.
I was asking
Yes.
as a protector.
The
So
armor.
does she take no harm then?
She takes no harm.
Okay. Does that 2 armor now go away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just a one-time thing.
No, that's good. That's great.
I love it. It's my favorite.
But now Blink is back at Casey.
Mm-hmm. And confused and furious.
Can Casey stab her with the family knife?
Can you remind me what that knife does? It's going to be a couple of notebooks ago.
I'm supposed to roll plus weird when using the dagger. And this is the last time that I can use it, supposedly, but...
Yeah. What are you thinking, Casey?
Where's Diego? Because you didn't say where he was. Is he with Gia?
Technically, you haven't seen him.
Okay, cool. And you said something about, like, a dirt mound?
I did.
Could I, when Blink, like... Is that dirt mound, like, If I run to it, will I have some cover there?
If you lie down
Fuck. I'm just gonna shoot. Blink.
with a gun.
With a gun.
Okay.
9. And then I'm supposed to roll tough for precise strike.
Do that,
So it'll inflict 1 more harm on top of the harm I'm already doing.
which is an inordinate amount of harm.
I'm gonna say that Casey's using her shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be, so shotgun does 3 harm, but then with the additional harm it's 1, so a total of 4 harm.
Okay. Tell me where.
Oh, wait, Anna gave me a +1, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the kick some ass roll is actually a 10.
Okay. Pick your advantage.
I'm gonna follow suit of what Lauren's doing, and I'm gonna give Anna a +1 forward.
Okay. Tell me where.
Where I shoot her?
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking leg.
Okay.
Because she shot me in the fucking leg, so we got a match.
Oh. You hear a horrid scream as you fire off her right leg.
Holy shit.
But she, like, in a fit of honestly enviable poise, like, goes into a roll and squares off her little metal laser gun at you and shoots it right at your shoulder for 2 harm, ignore armor.
Can Anna try to protect Casey?
Yep, with +1.
Yeah. With the +1, that's a 10.
Tell me how you're protecting her, Anna.
I think honestly, she fucking tackles her so that the
figured.
shot will miss.
So you just like, shoof.
Yeah. Fucking tackle her, and I want to so her leg is gone.
Her right leg.
Uh-huh.
So with a 10, you're going to take some or all of the harm that was going to happen. You can suffer little harm, all impending danger is focused on you, inflict harm, or hold the enemy back.
Inflict harm on the enemy.
All right, sick.
So do I suffer any harm?
No, none.
Thank you, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Anna does. So you tackle her, the gun goes off into your stomach, 2 harm, ignore armor, and you punch her in the throat.
Yep. Just.
Can Casey yell for Darcy?
Sure.
Okay.
She's got a gun in her hand, or something, Johnny.
Blink? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Anna do that thing where she takes her wrist and disarms her to take the gun out of her hand?
Roll act under pressure. And Casey, roll act under pressure on Darcy's behalf.
Okay.
7.
That's exactly what I wanted.
9.
That's also what I wanted. Here's what's going to happen. So Anna, you are wrestling for this gun with Blink, and she's fighting and scratching like a feral cat. And you are sort of on the verge of losing track of this gun, and you can see her hand closing back around it, and then it goes slack as you see this young woman slam a knife into the back of her back. Darcy runs up and stabs her in the fucking back with this dagger. And she looks at you with a horrible fury that she then slowly turns around, and then both she and Darcy are gone. There's just this blinding light, and when it fades, there's sort of like a firework has gone off, a small puff of smoke.
She teleported again.
Looks exactly like when she teleports.
Okay.
Can Theo dispel that
Dispel an escape teleport?
with force of will?
Try.
Yeah, am I able to do that?
Well, I guess you'll have to find out.
And before I roll, use magic. I want to use my wise soul move to see what would happen if I failed this roll.
But Theo, this isn't use magic.
Force of will?
Force of will is a move. Use magic is a move. They're different moves.
11. On a 10 plus for force of will, you can also spend luck to instantly snuff out a powerful spell or strange effect.
Would you like to spend a point of luck?
No, because on a hit, momentary magics are cancelled completely and long-lasting spells and effects are suspended temporarily.
Then what I think that means is that Darcy is back with a bloody knife in her good arm. And she's out of breath. I never fucking liked her.
God damn it. I think Anna gets up from the ground. Where'd she go? She's got one of those wedges probably. We need to get her.
What do you mean?
Is that Darcy saying that?
Yeah.
And by the way, who are you?
Oh, this is Darcy. I think Casey's just like holding pressure to her leg. But then also scanning, because like, is there anybody else attacking?
Not currently.
Charmed, Darcy. Nice to meet you. The wedge things, the glyphs, we need them to open the door.
You mean these? She's holding a red wedge.
Fire glyph on it.
Yep.
Theo comes running over, and I think like automatically starts to go to work on healing Casey's leg.
Roll it.
I think if Theo sees that wedge, I think Theo's gonna say like, "Oh, this is exactly what we need." 11.
Casey, your leg erupts into fire,
Ow, Theo, what the fuck?
but you heal 3 harm.
I'm sorry. I'm healing it. Just can you hold a little, like, just hold still. Okay, fine. I feel like just before, like, Theo just manages to finish the spell before Casey goes running towards that mound of dirt. What's in that mound of dirt?
Is that where Gavin escaped?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the sort of remnants of something that burrowed.
Can Casey, like, kind of dig with dirt away around?
It just looks like displaced dirt.
Where's Diego?
Yeah, Casey's trying to find Diego now.
Him and Gia are still behind the...
Okay. Because
Dick.
he was in that fucking hole. I'd have been like, Johnny?
I know.
He's a good soldier.
Yeah, damn right.
Where's Mark?
I'm under the ground.
Yeah, he's buried alive. Until he does something else.
Am I able to keep tabs on where this guy is going through the dirt or the rock or wherever we are?
If you're not Takas, you're able to keep tabs on Cross, I think, because you've spent enough time around him.
Are they aware of me coming through the ground?
That's not clear.
Theo's gonna like whirl around. Well, if Theo can take that wedge from Anna, Darcy.
Yeah, I would. I think if Darcy would have held it out, Anna would have been like, awesome. Now give it.
Yeah, Darcy's done giving a shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gimme.
Yeah, I'm on your team now.
You need that?
Yeah, cool. Thanks. And Theo's gonna grab it, troll around, and run to talk.
So we need air and we need earth still.
Do you know where that blinking girl is? Like, where is she right now?
It's kind of a complicated question. She's sort of in a couple of different places at once.
Okay.
I think you sort of set her out of control.
Okay.
What if we could like trap her somewhere so that she couldn't leave?
That's interesting.
So she's blinking all over the place?
Hmm?
If we could get her attention somehow, maybe we could trap her so that she can't blink out. I could do something.
Weird question, Talk. So, like, how do you think that she, like, blinks around? Like, is it electricity or is it something completely different? Because I'm wondering if I'm able to, like, pull her to us using, you know, like the lightning and electricity powers that I have, but, like, maybe into a place that Anna could trap her?
I see what you're saying.
I mean, or I could do something a little bit different. It's just darker.
Or could we mess with her GPS? She's trying to go somewhere else. Maybe we plug in the coordinates to elsewhere, place we want her to show up.
Ooh, actually, does Anna or Casey have her blood on them?
Probably.
We have her fucking leg!
Casey almost certainly does.
I could use her blood to, like, pull her here. Also, speaking of things, I have Cross's hair. I could probably do something with that.
Let's hold off on that for a bit, but that's good. We gotta get these keys. We gotta get Kira out of there.
Yeah. So we have water and we have fire.
Yep. We need air and we need earth. Anna turns to Darcy. Who's got is Blink like the air one or what? Who's got the earth one? Do you know?
I mean, it depends on how literal Cross is, but I'd bet Gavin's Earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Gavin's probably earth, and then Blink is like air. She's teleporting.
Where the fuck is Mark?
I'm in the ground.
Why are you still in the ground, Mark?
I'm after Cross. Is this just Cross like
Mark, if you are still going to be in the ground, you're gonna take 1 harm. You can't breathe. Come on, bro.
I think if anything, I feel like Theo's going to like maybe use Mark's bracelet and like kind of pull on it to try and signal like,
yeah,
come back.
Mark, you feel like a tug at your sleeve. Up.
I abandon Cross into the ground and go back up.
Okay.
So yeah, I skywalk up to Theo and be like, hey, what's going on?
Well, we're trying to figure out another plan.
Why do you have dirt all over you? And it just starts like patting off your jacket.
Yeah, why are you so dirty?
Cross was going into the ground. I don't know what's going on, but like he's like phasing through the dirt. I don't understand what's happening.
Fucking Gavin.
Sounds like the Earth manipulators helping him get away. But like we're trying to first get this other key to this thing so that we can get Kira out of there. And Tommy and Jacob, so that they could help with the fight that's going on here. So
Cross is with this other person, you said, Mark?
Yeah, I heard what sounded like a keyboard, so you're probably right. It's Gavin.
Fucking Gavin.
If we get Cross, we kind of get Gavin because Gavin's going to want to come back for him, right? I think Theo's going to look towards Darcy.
I think she will break eye contact. So, says Tak, bit of a switch. Cross and Gavin aren't together anymore.
Cool.
Where are they?
Gavin's somewhere on the 3rd floor, and Cross is on the roof.
Anna starts running for the roof.
All right.
Mark is gonna. Well, actually, before he jumps away, what do you want me to do?
Anna, roll act under pressure.
Casey's going to tell Mark, stay with Anna.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Casey's also going to send, Diego with Anna, if Diego's okay. Is my team hurt at all?
I mean, not no. I think they both of it. They've each taken 2 harm.
Okay. Yeah, Casey's going to send Diego and Mark with Anna.
Okay.
And I think back up everybody else against the building so that Cross couldn't, look directly down.
Okay.
And I think that Casey's going to ask Darcy, is there any other way into Cross's safe house aside from that elevator?
No. Unless you can break his metal, but he made sure that you can't.
Okay, so it's Casey, Theo, Darcy, Gia, and Talk down here. Diego and Anna and Mark are running upstairs.
Okay.
Where are you going, Anna?
I'm going up to Cross.
I think Theo's going to start using the blood.
To do what?
Well, so it says that I get +1 ongoing to use magic against them. So I was going to look at the different effects that I could do.
Against whom?
Against Blink.
Okay.
Although, fuck it, you know what? Can Theo use magic against Cross because she has his hair? I want to trap them on the roof.
Okay.
Question. Does Theo have the fire glyph or does Anna still have it?
I think that Theo has both the fire and water glyph.
I think when she is about to head up to the roof, I think she might stop and be like, can I borrow this? The fire one.
What for?
Might be able to use it.
Does Theo know, can Anna use this?
No.
I have my abjuration where I can create a magical glyph that inflicts harm against a specific type of creature, as well as inflicting one additional effect, such as fire. I'm wondering if I could use this ready-made glyph to use fire magic against Cross.
It's an interesting idea. Why don't you right now roll plus weird?
Okay.
As though you're rolling use magic.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Theo looks up from what she was about to do. Just don't destroy it, because we're going to need it to get into there.
Oh, don't worry. This is just going to sting a bit for him. And she's going to take it and then run up.
Okay. Anna, Mark, and Diego run up to the roof.
Does Theo trap Cross?
Theo, roll plus weird. I have a wonderful question for you.
Yeah.
What on earth did you roll?
I rolled a 16 advance move
Nice.
to trap a specific person,
Oh my
minion,
god.
or monster.
Cross can't leave the rooftop. And Mark, Anna, and Diego all know that he can't leave the rooftop. So I think you come running up.
Okay.
Out in that kind of rooftop door.
Yeah.
And as you hear it swing shut, you are aware that it has cemented over.
The door behind us.
The door behind you. And in front of you, on the edge of the rooftop, is Cross but he looks rough. His hair is wild. His shirt's open. He's got tears in his jacket, and he has a gun in his hand.
Okay.
And he turns around to look at you guys. Everything you people can do. And you want to give me grief?
I really don't want to hear whatever speech you have prepared. You can just fucking go to hell, and Anna's gonna shoot him.
Are you doing it with the blood rifle?
I'm doing it with the blood rifle, and I want to add
yeah.
fire to it also, so that his blood like sets on fire.
Where are you shooting him?
I'm afraid that a sort of shelf of concrete is going to rise up between you and him and catch that bullet in it, and then it's actually going to keep rising and create a kind of egg that threatens to engulf you.
So it's like coming this way, like around us. Can Anna try to like roll around it?
So I do want to say that as the ground is growing a shield between you and Cross, you can see him reach into his pocket and pull something out and press a button. A sort of arcs of lightning start to spark out of it and the ground, and suddenly Blink is there next to him, and she seems scared, and he looks at her with an authority that will brook no back talk. He says, "The girl," and she, just as scared still, looks at him, lightning arcing off of her and snapping onto the earth wall that's growing, and to the ground, and to the air, and honestly onto him, and tears in her eyes. She nods. Kira.
Yeah.
There's a weird, sudden electric ozone smell, and then some things, boxes, the metal walls, the metal tables, start to spike this lightning.
Mm-hmm. What's that? Was there an electricity monster I didn't see also in one of these cages? Yuna?
I think Yuna just holds back her bat.
The rest of you guys, do you know what this is? Can you...
Before you finish that sentence,
Yeah.
right next to you, there's a woman. She throws both of her arms around you. Kira, roll act under pressure on behalf of Tommy Sparks.
Oh, okay. That's a 10.
Well, he will lunge at you, and then the three of you will vanish.
Okay, where do we end up?
Tommy ends up splayed on the roof, with Blink doing her best to hold him back. You end up under Cross's boot, like on your neck, and he goes, "Call him!"
Can I go into shadow form to get out from under him?
Roll it.
11.
I think you go into shadow form, and he plunges his hand into you and through the ground and yanks you back out, thrusts you back against the roof. Call him! Executive producer Jonny Grubb. This has been the Monsters Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton,
Lauren Johnson as Anna and Kira Ashwood,
Miah Detjen as Casey Davis and Theo Nessos,
and Jonny Grubb as literally everybody else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced and engineered by Miah Detjen and edited by Miah Detjen and Lauren Johnson. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and on Web 1.0 at monstersplaybook.com. And come hang out with us on Discord. We're fun. We'll see you next episode where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, just like our Instacart order is now supposed to arrive at 9:45.
Tonight?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who delivers at 9:45 outside of pizza?
Oh, I know this one. It's your mom.